Hey everyone! So I am back with another budget type deck. This time it's the rather popular Secret Mage, Secret Tempo Mage, more or less. Now, part of the reason I chose that is because there aren't that many epics or legendaries in that type of deck, and
Jaina versus Rexa.
there's a lot of potential to just use commons or relatively easily available cards and rares. I mean, Mage has got some of the most generically useful basic cards in the game as well. So it's a much better starting hand than the last game I played. Much better starting hand. Archaeologist turn 2.
Hollow's End.
Happy Hallows End.
And it's holiday time, so yeah, I will put up a gameplay from the Brawl soon, but like, the Brawl is crazy this time. You don't even have to win to get your pack. It's kind of ridiculous. I feel like it's a good chance that the Mage or the Witch is probably the strongest option of the various choices you have access to.
I found it first.
Out. That'll probably trade into there. Depends on what gets played next. That was a good one to counter. I'm not necessarily sure I can have a situation where that works out to my advantage.
I found it first.
So I'm not sure copying it is the best option, but any spell that would be played in this situation likely would be a good one to copy, like that one, exactly that one. Zero cost animal companion is nice. It's a very nice one to get. Let's see. Now what we want is something like a Frostbolt. I'm gonna Scavenging Hyena. Okay, well, if I fireball this just gets stronger and I can't really trade into it to get rid of it. So I either have to destroy this directly, hope I get something worthwhile out of this.
What to do? What to do?
I could draw for a Frostbolt, I guess. Yeah, that would not have worked out that well, so... Well, whatever. This is a high value target now. Probably trade into it, since this will live. But that'll put it in position for the Archaeologist to kill it next turn if it's left alive. Probably should have gone with the Arcane Intellect. Well, it won't be left alive, because, yep, that'll happen. Okay. Not necessarily what I was really looking for there. This isn't exactly a good position to be in. I mean, next turn I can get rid of something.
Job done.
Here I come.
I let the dogs out.
Yeah, I already lost. But that's how this that's how aggro decks work. Just, yeah. Well, that didn't work. To be fair, the Tempo Secret deck can deal with aggro to a certain degree, but I just did not have the answers I needed when I needed them. Ended up having to overspend a few times, and it just didn't work out for me in the end. Probably should have destroyed the lion. I don't know.
Jaina
Looks
versus
like we're going second this
I will
time.
fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Archaeologist.
An incredible discovery!
Just wanted to try and challenge this thing as soon as possible because it's this.
The
We can't
light
just let that
dims,
sit there.
But we fight. The light dims.
Wow.
Fight.
Okay.
Found it first. Eureka! I've done
I've
it!
seen quite a few Murloc Paladin kind of setups that use the Righteous Protector because, to be fair, the Righteous Protector is just that good. It's a fantastic minion. Which one would you grab in this situation? I'm thinking Kodo, probably.
We have many
Okay,
secrets.
here's- Gonna do mana bind this time. Ooh. A free mana bind isn't half bad. So it's not really great to hand either of those back to him, but the Protector is a better choice, generally speaking, than the Hydrologist.
But we fight.
Just because overall the value is a little less on this. Just a little.
We have many secrets.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
May have been a little early to play the +4/+4, but Spiker Steed. Great. Use a... Yeah, that's exactly the right card.
An incredible discovery!
Just...
Excuse me, you are on fire.
We can keep the Monoworm alive one more turn. That should be a pretty nice, pretty easy board clear. Ooh. Throwing 2 of those out for 2 mana isn't that bad. I mean, I get a 2/2 and a 1/2 out of it. It's something. Okay.
Right away.
Oh, nice. I think that's a 0 cost at this point. No, not quite. Okay. Almost managed to stabilize. Not a guarantee, though, because of things like Spike Ridge or Blessing Kings. Gotta keep the field clear here.
Right away.
I don't have enough mana.
Now the goal is just to keep everything off the field if possible. Huh.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Now, the obvious move is to attack the Mage, or Sorcerer's Apprentice. But there could be any number of cards in there.
Shall not save.
Okay, alright.
I'm late.
At this point, I'm expecting a fairly low-cost minion and a Bone Mare to come together. Oh! Well, that looks terrifying. I wonder, however, I will manage to overcome such a
Your magic
horribly
shall not
dangerous
save.
foe.
Quickly.
Still not 100% on the Gurabashi Berserkers. They're nice if you can get them out on curve, but that rarely seems to happen these days. Firelands portals? Nope.
Die, Mage.
Quickly.
Well, I have lethal on the board if they can't do something about it. That doesn't help much. Any spells will just be countered. Oh dear. If that's taunt, it actually does slow me down quite a bit. Nope. And no. So yeah, I mean, when they work, they're great. weird. I think I've fought more paladins than I expect to, considering they're not as popular right now of a class, but in any case, and it's weird. There was a time when I was fighting a bunch of warlocks for the longest time, and now I don't see warlocks very much at all. I don't know what's going on with that. And by there was a time, I mean like a couple days ago.
Jaina versus Medivh.
Oh boy.
Let the game
Looks like we're playing against the actual version of this deck. Okay. Not ideal necessarily, but not terribly bad. Ah, there we go. Much better.
Cast a spell. I want to cast a spell.
Could come in handy. You'll notice that in comparison to the average mage deck, we have a little less of the generate random stuff options.
Spell. So fun.
Yeah, that's the card we're missing. Because we've decided to go budget with this deck. I've got 2 copies of it. I mean, I could play with it. I just wanted to see if the budget version of this deck could work.
An incredible discovery.
And really the answer is yes. So,
Fun.
it can work. This is actually one of the least expensive. Like, the full form of this deck actually is one of the least expensive of the,
Spells are fun. So fun.
current modern deck types that get played.
I found it first.
Okay, it's clearly Frozen Clone or Mirror Entity, so we're probably not going to get an ideal option for it. But next turn with 5 mana we can summon the Kirin Mage, and if it clones it, we'll be able to destroy it with the Medivh's Valet. So,
We have many secrets.
Excuse
Many
me.
secrets.
You are on fire. That's incredible. That's incredible.
it's the exact we have the exact setup to be able to handle dealing with a Mirror
Excuse
Entity.
me.
Now,
You are on fire.
of course. It's a good one to get from Frozen Clone, actually.
Right away.
Better than a lot of the alternatives.
You are on fire.
Okay, it's probably Counterspell or Mana Bind. Which means we need to be careful which spell we use next. That's actually a pretty good option. Arcane Int would be a pretty good spell to throw into that situation. So we really want as many of our other spells as possible, so...
Right away.
It's also possible that it is Ice Block or Ice Barrier. Less likely, but possible. Okay, well let's see if it's... Wow, it must be an Ice Block or Ice Barrier.
Right away.
It's Ice Block. I gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised we're coming across Ice Block here. It doesn't tend to get played as much in this deck type right now, but it could have been created by something.
An incredible discovery.
The grave finds you no rest.
What next? We've played one secret, so our Cabal Crystal Runners are 4 mana each. You get Syndriosa? Oh, nope, Medivh. That is one of the common finishers for this setup.
This only works on the simple-minded.
Wow.
I'm late.
In terms of sheer stats, it's not a bad one to get here. Oh, that was a really good one to get. Okay, that's good.
An incredible discovery.
Job's done.
I'm guessing another blizzard or something, or... Nope, just direct damage to the face to win. Okay. So you had fireball. Okay. Nope. Firelands portal. Hit for 5 damage, then smack in the face with the staff. Or use the hero power. Yeah, I'd have gone for the staff kill too. So yeah, the lack of an obvious large finisher in this deck is its biggest significant weakness. But there isn't... Like, we don't have a Medivh or a Yogg Saron to throw in here in terms of a budget option. Like, as crazy as it sounds, the budget finisher is kind of whatever Death Knight you manage to get for free, or Cthulhu. Which, interestingly enough, a lot of people who start playing right now are going to get Cthulhu for free with absolutely no effort whatsoever because of the free packs from the Hollow's End, so now would be a really good time to get into the game. Do one more. I don't even remember how many games we've recorded, like 3 now, is it?
Jaina versus Rome.
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
Okay, not bad, not bad. This will help thin our deck out a little. It's a good turn one. If we pull Counterspell with this, that'll be a better option than Mana Bind, but otherwise I'll throw Mana Bind as our free secret. Actually, we're gonna go for a free secret. We're gonna do that instead. Pumpkins. I wonder what happens if I click on it. Yeah, they all explode. As long as you can actually click on it, which this one... Oh! There it is. Boop. Happy Halloween, everyone! Wow, it took you that long to figure out that that was the best choice.
We have many secrets.
Some kind of wizard. It's like, you must be some kind of wizard. And of course it'd be the one with taunt. Oh, never mind. Let's grab another secret. Counterspell, good, good. Counterspell and Mana Bind together are a beautiful combo. I do personally prefer Frozen Clone to Mirror Entity, generally speaking, and the main reason is because a lot of players right now are using Battle Cry minions or things of that nature, so... Two of these on the next turn might be an interesting option. Also be kind of weird to have three... to have constantly generating extra Murlocs.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I want to cast a spell.
Our random spell this time is Arcane Missiles. I'm thinking, what in terms of removal does my opponent really have? And the answer is not much. Although this is kind of hilarious. Alright, let's see. Primal Fin. Arcane Missiles. Counter Spell. No. Alright, we're doing pretty well now.
Get 'em, boys.
I'm late. I'm late.
You win this one.
Okay, well, I didn't have commentary for the last little bit of that, but yeah, that's our last game for now. And yeah, you see that this deck works pretty well, despite missing kind of the one, really the lack of that one finisher, Medivh or Yogg or heck, even just Alexstrasza, really does kind of make this a harder deck to really guarantee a win with, but the basic idea is the same as any other tempo deck. Just control the board and you can win. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.